Was a girl running in our group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford Coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look out, buddy, hot rod and large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod.
All right, we haven't talked about in a long time. 928 Car Guys, if you want to call us, by the way. Give us a holler. We'll talk to you about anything. Get a question about your car. You want to know how to get it fixed? I got 50 plus years with the wrenches, so if you want it fixed, I can fix it. Trust me. I can at least tell you what to do or where to look. Renault and Nissan, Renault has become small and fragile, according to Carlos Goshen. I'm telling you, he had Renault. I got to tell him, he had Nissan. He had Nissan really up there. They were top. Renault Nissan, once a contender for the world's #1 automaker, has become a small and fragile manufacturer. Former Nissan and Renault chairman Carlos Goshen told a French newspaper in an interview. That's Carlos the Edsel. He's still off he's free. Yeah, I think he's in Lebanon or something. Goshen gave the interview to La Parisienne as his co-defendant Greg Kelly, an American former Nissan director, awaits his fate in a Japanese court. He stayed in Japan and went to court. Kelly was arrested along with Goshen in November 2018 in Tokyo on charges that they conspired to hide millions in compensation for Goshen. And they did. What's his name? Kelly is under house arrest or whatever, but Goshen, you know what the story there. Carlos the Edsel stuffed himself in a crate marked stereo equipment, and he got out of there. He got out of Japan. He did not want to face Japanese justice. A verdict in Kelly's case is expected by March 3rd. If convicted, he could spend 10 years in prison in a Japanese prison. Goshen said it was laughable to blame him for Renault and Nissan's struggles since his arrest. We got a phone call there, Eric. Let's talk about what's going on with the car guy. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, this is Sarah from Indiana.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is there any recalls on the 2003 Ford F-250 Super Duty?
For what?
A Ford truck.
No, I'm saying if you have a specific problem with it.
Well, I'm not. I have a mechanical issue right now, but I just wondered if there's any recalls that you know about.
They had several. I'm not positive what exactly they all were. I have all that information in my computer at work. If you were to call me at my shop any day, you can call me. I'm there all day. It's 708-895-9520, unlimited service, and I can answer I can look up any vehicle you got, especially if you have the VIN number. Okay. Also, the VIN number helps a lot.
You know, I just got. Okay, I got a pen right now. Could you give me that number again?
Sure. 708-895-9520. And I'm almost always there, Sarah. You can just call me anytime you want. I'm not. Okay. Sometimes I'm at the doctor.
Another question.
Yeah.
Another quick question.
Sure.
When you have a Ford truck like that, it's a 2003, low miles, it's in like great condition. When it has a mechanical problem, is it always best to take it to a Ford dealership to get it repaired, or is any mechanic okay?
Well, it's not necessary to go to a Ford dealer. Most of the dealerships are very expensive, and they're very upsell oriented. In other words, they fix your problem, or they tell you about your problem, then they tell you about 200 other problems you got that cost $10,000. I mean, they love to sell.
Exactly.
And with us, like our shop, we're way too busy for that. I like to fix your problem. I'll tell you if I see anything obvious for down the road, but I won't be able to do it that day. I don't care. They want to get you to have you do it right now and sell you a bunch of work. And that's, well, there's maintenance and stuff involved, but that '03, if it's low mileage and it's in nice shape, let me just tell you, you are sitting in a gold mine. Trucks are so rare right now and so hard to come by. You could name your price for that if you wanted to, but you can't buy anything else. There's nothing out there to buy, so
Right.
you wouldn't want to sell it. But I'm just saying, you are
True.
people envy those trucks. They need trucks. And that
Right.
F-250, if that's got the if that's got the V8, there's two V8s they use, and one of them had a problem with the spark plugs. You couldn't change them; they break
Okay.
off. You have to really watch
Okay.
that. So there's things that you should call me one day at work, and I'll tell you all about your truck. I've got it
Okay.
all in front
Do
of me
you have
there.
a shop? Do you have a shop close by in Indiana?
I'm right here in Illinois, right over the border. I'm right across the street.
Oh, okay.
I'm about 500 feet from Munster.
Oh,
maybe a
well, that's
thousand
not too
feet.
bad.
No, I'm right
Well,
down Ridge, right down Ridge Road.
what I'm having right now, I'm sorry. What I'm having right now is there's a gas line leak. It may have started off as a drip, but now it's like it's a major problem. If someone threw a cigarette out, we'd probably go up like the Hindenburg. Now,
God, we don't want that.
the drip that I see is underneath the passenger seat, so I'm thinking it's got to be. I don't know if it's a rusted line or if it's something maybe just that needs to be tightened going to the fuel line. I'm
Now,
not sure.
I would say you're probably looking at a fuel line problem. Most of those on the Fords were plastic lines, but there are some steel parts in there, and those parts do get rusty. And you're an '03, so it's 17 years old, 18 years old. So it can have rusty brake lines. You need to have that fixed because that can only
Okay.
get worse. Sarah, that's only going to get
But a
worse.
rust, but if there's like a fuel line, would that mean the whole gas tank and the whole line, everything would have to be changed and turned into a major problem?
No, no, not at all. If the gas tank on that truck is probably plastic, but the sending unit
Hmm.
that screws into the top of it that has the gas pump and the gas gauge in it, that's metal. That can leak, and that has metal lines that go down to plastic lines, and they can leak there. Don't get me wrong. Plastic lines can leak too. Don't kid yourself. Plastic isn't the fix all that they say it is. But yeah, you can get somebody to look at that. You could bring it by. I'll tell you what it is. My guys will look at it anytime you want and give you an estimate on what it's
Okay.
going to take to honestly fix it. Because you really should
Okay.
fix a fuel leak. You
Write
should
down
deal
your
with.
address? Should I
Yeah,
write down your address
yeah.
and
Then you
just
can
show up and?
put it in your phone. Give me a
Okay.
call first, because we're always real
Oh,
busy
okay.
with cars. We always have a lot of customers.
All right.
We've been there 40 years, so we always got a big clientele. But you call me and I'll get you in. Okay.
Okay. So what is the name? I could always Google the
Well,
address.
it's unlimited. It's
What is
unlimited service automotive, and it's 3210 Ridge Road. You pump that in your Google, it'll show you right where we're at. We're right by Village Hall.
Oh,
That's kind of scary.
so unlimited. So unlimited what?
Unlimited service automotive.
Service. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And I like your show.
Sarah, thank you, and thanks for calling. I hope we gave her some
Bye-bye.
insight. I hope we gave you some insight. Yeah, she needs to get her gas line fixed. She's right. She could go up like that's not good. We don't want that, Sarah. We don't want to see you. I don't want to read about you. I'd rather tell you what's wrong with it and fix it for you, or get somebody to fix it. Okay, Subaru. Subaru has climbed to the top in Consumer Reports, and you know how much I like Consumer Reports. But anyway, Subaru climbed to the top spot in Consumer Reports' annual rankings of 32 automotive brands, while Tesla suffered the biggest drop from last year, falling 7 spots. That resulted in a 23rd place ranking. 6 of the top 10 brands were Japanese. Damn. That just makes me mad. Well, I mean, they're made here too. And the top 10 cars by category ranged from the Nissan Sentra to the Ford Mustang Mach-E. This is the nonprofit Consumer Reports announced on Thursday. The top 10 brands for performance, safety, and owner satisfaction and predicted reliability. Now, I don't know how they know that. In order: Subaru, Mazda, BMW, Honda, Lexus, Audi, Porsche, Mini Cooper, Toyota, and Infiniti. So that's the top 10. Sad. And it is what it is. There's some Europeans in there, and Unbelievable, but we can't make a car in the top 10 here. I don't know why. That's engineering, pals, boys and girls. That's engineering. That's something that we need to deal with in this country because for some reason, either we aren't letting our bright young engineers use their imagination and put things together in a different way so that they work. They're not. Everybody that wrenches on cars, and I say wrenches, that means works on cars. Everybody that wrenches on cars will tell you there's always that one bolt or that one nut or that one piece that you can't get out because somebody wasn't thinking when they designed this thing, and now this is covered by this, and you can't get at it. And you're just beside yourself as a wrench. You're just looking at it going, come on. Now I got to take the fender off to get this blower motor out? Come on. That's not right. Well, it is. That's somebody wasn't thinking when they designed it. And that's what needs to happen. That all needs to change. And then when that does, we'll be in the top 10. We need to break into that top 10 of those categories because these people are doing something right and we're doing something wrong. And the big three are, they're the holy grail to me, Ford, Chrysler, and GM. And I like other cars. Don't get me wrong. I like all cars. But these are the cars I grew up with. These are the cars of my country. These are the cars I want to see succeed. And they're going at it. I mean, Ford and GM are really working hard on the electric vehicles and the rest of the stuff. They're putting it all together. But you know what? We're just not scoring. And, of course, Consumer Reports, sometimes I take that with a grain of salt. Chicago Auto Show is the oldest in the country. It was born in 1901. Yow! I didn't even know they had cars in 1901. How many cars do they have at the auto show? 4?
I was about to say like 7.
Yeah,
tops.
7 cars.
It cannot be double digits.
This is the 114th annual, simply because there was time out for wars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's put on by the CATA, the Chicago Automobile Trade Association. It is the oldest, largest, produced since 1935. They have produced it since 1935. 1 million square feet of McCormick Place out of the possible. Well, McCormick Place is 2.7, Eric. It's huge, but they're using over 1 million square feet. I'm telling you, Ford and Bronco. Here's the deal. This is a fun observation. We're going to talk about some of the cars that are coming up at the auto show. 2 giant steel structures, again, loom over the show floor, but the proportions have evolved since last summer. One is the newer Bronco Mountain, introduced by Ford when it resurrected its Bronco off-roader in 2020. The other is the Camp Jeep, where Wranglers, Cherokees, and Gladiators, I'm talking Jeep Gladiators, Eric, not the kind that have the swords and stuff, demonstrate their trail-conquering capabilities under the lights. Both climbing hills are centerpieces of their respective experimental marketing ride-along displays for which showgoers regularly stand in line for hours to try. Would you stand in line to go up a mountain in a Jeep? I wouldn't mind going in the new Ford Bronco if I fit in it. I'd like to try it.
I would do it.
But here's the thing. The climbing hill at Camp Jeep in years past was 18 foot tall. When Ford built Bronco Mountain, it set its summit 21 feet in the air. So they wanted to be higher. Of course, I tell you, they're going at each other left and right. Morrison said, this competition is always good, Morrison said. Jim Morrison, who heads the Jeep brand. Morrison said that Jeep expects to have 25,000 showgoers take a trip through, up, and over Camp Jeep. Ford expects a similar number through its display, one of several ride-alongs set up by various automakers in the more than 1 million square feet. So guess what? Ford and Jeep, the Bronco and the Jeep are going at it head-to-head on their climbing mountain. You can ride in it. People, I was there. I saw people standing in line on the media day. On the media day when it's not crowded, there's nobody there. It's all supposed to be us, media people. They were in line for hours to get on this thing and ride up this hill.
Me too.
I don't know. I don't like. I tell you what, if I was driving, it'd be different.
Right.
If I was driving, I would feel better. Riding along, I'm at the mercy of
somebody else,
the guy behind the wheel. You know, and
And a preference, which one would you prefer, the Bronco or the Wrangler?
Oh, I don't know. I have a Wrangler that I have at the shop that I plow the snow with and use as a shop vehicle, and I really like the looks of that Bronco though. And it's an all electric one would be my choice. I think I'm going to do that.
Really?
I might do that before you know it. I'm just getting an urge to have an electric vehicle. Of course, I got no place to plug it in. Nobody's got a place to plug it in. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's our problem. The infrastructure stinks. All right, at the auto show, the spotlight is on electric vehicles, hybrids, and off-roaders. See, off-roaders. Chevrolet's 2023 Blazer is featured. This is all the featured ones. It's got a 3.6 liter V6, 308 horsepower, and there's an electric version in the works. Ford, the 2022 Bronco Everglades is made for customers who want to venture deep into the wild. Oh, God. The four-door SUV is equipped with a factory-installed snorkel, integrated 10,000-pound winch. I knew a 10,000-pound. I think I dated her in high school.
Oh, my.
That's a winch. Oh, okay. This is a winch. And the Bronco Sasquatch, packages 17-inch carbonized gray wheels and 35-inch Goodyear tires. Hello? Ordering begins in March for the existing Bronco reservation holders only. Wow. Prices start at about $53,000. That's about normal. The 2023 Kia Sportage, and it's a plug-in hybrid now, offers turbo engine and 6-speed automatic transmission. It's really looking good. Kia plans to launch a plug-in hybrid in U.S. showrooms in the third quarter and will release pricing information closer to the launch if they ever do it. Kia's and Hyundai got a little problem, I know, with fires and engines, and they're having their moments here all of a sudden. Nissan has 3 Frontier concepts. Here we go with the Frontier again. Project 72X, Project Hardbody. I dated her in high school too, and Project Adventure. Were all designed at Nissan Design America in San Diego and based on the 2022 Frontier Cab SV and Pro 4X trim levels. Man, Nissan's going into the off-road. They're going off the road, off the grid. Ram prepares a 1500 electric pickup for 2024. Officials want to connect with customers. The truck brand is launching an insider program called Ram Revolution, where consumers can share input as the EV or electric vehicle is developed. Those who sign up can also get updates on the truck. So if you really want to know about it, they'll be glad to tell you.